with so much going on they don't see who is really behind their removal. First world respect, and then power, and finally existence. When a species' time comes to go they may get helped by others to extend their time, yet only for a moment, and then it starts up again until each and every one of their DNA is removed. The Adamites were only given 6,000 years and were granted an extension, yet they refused to change their evil wicked ways. So as of July 15, 1999 AD they were told by Malik or Nana Sin to appeal, and they did, and it was heard on September 9, 1999, and it was denied. So now the end has come as of the year 2000 AD from 4000 BC, the birth of their very first man Adam. Let me explain this to you all from the aliens. They said about life and death, this is your true origin, it is in the etheric being of the original creator of all, you all come from there, and you all were all there before you were born in flesh for the first time, and you return to that first etheric being after death, yet at first only the outer realm or region because you must really learn the meaning of living life as all. So you return to this etheric state after death. Yet at first only the outer realm as I stated, because you have to come back here for new incarnations until you really understand the divine purpose, love. After a final or after the 24th cycle of incarnation you can go back into the etheric all, or into the omniverse to fully and finally stay there as divine. In the flesh embodiment, you are separated from one another by the skin suit or body that surrounds your divine consciousness. There is no separation in your divine personal etheric being. There you can directly connect to one another while remaining individuals. You see, when you all come so far that after final incarnation the 24th, you no longer need to go out from the ether, all, there can obviously no longer be such separation. That means you must overcome the separation before your final death. The only way to do this is through divine love for all and each other, because it bridges what separates benevolence and positive feelings, it reinforces it. Hate, racism, violent actions, jealousy, deception, dishonesty and infighting reinforces separation even more. This came from the Adamites. Any of you my children, jewels of mine divine eyes who are still living in the mind of separation is yet not mature, and cannot go completely back into the omniversal etheric all. They will just keep reincarnating until they learn divine love for each other. The Adamite male has failed his species. This is why they teach original sin came into this world by Adam, and now you all act out Cain's hate and jealousy of Abel, and that will transform you from good to evil and you will never be free of this cycle of life, death, death. You will go on and on until, like the Adamites, you will fade out of existence. Love one another as I love you. Understand these words, and know it is best to stop acting in the image and like the Adamites. Once they die there is a spirit with no soul, trapped here. Do you wish to lose your soul and be tormented by the fallen angels? As they are by the shadow beings, the elements that torment them while alive and after death? I don't think so. Well, as said many times, as of the year 2000 AD the extraterrestrials plan to reduce the planet Earth's population. They even erected stone monuments in Georgia, the Georgia Guidestones, and now look at how many humans have died since the year 2000 AD, from wars, drugs, fires, diseases, viruses, old age and suicide. Notice what the Euro-American is calling people, herds, Old English horde. Look at it. A number of cattle or other animals, just like what is found in the Sumerian stone tablets. They call the Adamites Lulu Amilu, big sheep, lamb, workers, herds, because they saw them as food, on the menu. They are on the Anakim's food list. You see, they use mind control to make them desire certain foods, mainly meats. The Anakim them like pig meat so they entice Adamites to eat a lot of bacon. You see it on food advertisements on TV, eat bacon on everything, commercials, beef burgers, lots on TV. They also like cheese, so they push eat pizzas of all kinds, and add lots of pepperoni slices. These are things some aliens like to eat, the taste of certain foods, so they encourage things they like and people being obese, as you see. No place on earth has as many obese people as Americans, so Al-Pa Nabab told us all, is now coming to pass each day. Look at the Euro-American, Amorites now. You see they always had money coming their way for doing nothing, and now that the heavens, Mother Nature sent the virus, all of their business had to close. They were willing to open up again fast, not knowing even if the vaccine would last or work. Yet without income, money, they will take the chance, even on others' lives, and open back up. Look at sports in schools, churches, bars, parks, stores and health spas. Why? Money. Without it they can't rule others, and they don't know how to live poor, like they made others live. Look at them, willing to take chances on others' lives. Airports, open trains and buses open, just to make money. It's over for their power and respect, and they don't know how to live with others in peace. They make money by wars, crime, drugs, alcohol and lust, yet love for them. Revelations verse 18, Chapters 10 through 11. Terrified at her torment, they will stand far off and cry, Woe! Woe to you, great city, you mighty city of Babylon! In 1 hour your doom has come. The merchants of the earth will weep and mourn over her because no one buys their cargoes anymore. Truth is truth. What I was trying to explain about the Euro-American adamites is they only ruled by dollar signs, and now they are broke. They can't make money off of people of color. Nowadays, many of the movie stars are dropping dead, they have no riches. You see, their game for 100 years was to find ways to just give money to the people here for doing nothing, like cinema, TV shows, books, stage plays, fine arts and wines. And as to the educated, once finished in school they give them grants, millions to study anything. They also control the hotels, motels, banks, stock markets, and they printed the bills. Yet now, all of that is over, so now they can't sell weapons to others. Why? No real wars to fight. Who? Poor Muslims? It's a joke. They can't fight or beat Russia or China, so who will they sell to? Well, the weather is killing them. Then you have the flu and other such viruses, plus they get all kinds of cancers and other old diseases, and spend all their wealth on medical bills. So it's over for them, and now it's, let's give money as stimulation, yet that means they must give blacks also. It's over for them and they know it. When you have Cain in Genesis revealing they are cannibals and demon worshippers, and why you had the insurrection as they call it, on January 6th, they know the end has come and nothing they can do except fade away. It's too late to fear because the Black Messiah is already here. If you want to know which extraterrestrials sent down the virus, look at Hebrew Strong's number 3519, kabod, glorious, from Hebrew Strong 3513, kabod, to be heavy, burdensome in a bad sense, Revelations chapter 18 verse 8. March 10, 2020 was that day, and it was sent down by the Octorians from the Little Dipper, in the belly of Draco, those Anakim, Anunnaki, under Enlil, the father of Nannar, El-Shaddai. It was Nemtara or Numta, Fate, the wizard or Magus of Ereshkigal, the daughter of Nanna, son of Enlil. Her consort is Nergal, son of Enki, he betrayed Enki for Enlil. So it was Agigi Nemtaro who released the virus from the Makbadat, crafts, seen as trail stream above, looking much like streams of clouds, to reduce the population of the people with the DNA of the Adamites, who is being removed since 2018, the end of their 6,000-year dominion. Well, as you can see, as Pa-Nabab Yaa-Nun told us all, years ago, stay out the way of the Caucasus and they will turn on each other. Enlil's followers and minions, and Enki's followers and minions, and by minions, I mean Nagaru who follow them and lose their soul. They the Amorites, and those with the gene marker, the mark of the beast, Revelations chapter 13, verse 1 through 18, cast dust on their heads and cried weeping and wailing, saying alas, finally, the 6,000 years is ended. At last, the great city New Babylon, America, Genesis chapter 15, verse 13 through 15, wherein were made rich, World Trade Building is fallen, two of them, Revelations chapter 18, verse 2. All that had ships in the sea, by reason of her, America's burning, saying, by reasoning of her America's coastlines, maritime laws, for in 1 hour, 60 years, from 1970 to 2030 AD, is she, America made desolate. And what did they translate Hebrew number 3519 as, in the King James Version of the Bible? Many places, Exodus chapter 16, verse 7, the glory of the Lord, and also in Leviticus chapter 9, verse 6, the glory of the Lord, a craft will be seen. And in Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 27 to 28, again, as you see the glory of the Lord. So it's clear, the virus is from their own Lord Yahweh, on them. Judgment on the children of the devil, John chapter 8, verse 44, and those of our own who live in their image and like them. Now they talk about canon, a trick of words. Again, it means Cain, as in 1 John chapter 3, verse 12. He who was born of the evil, ones in evil, Yahweh, 1 Samuel's chapter 19, verse 9, 1 Samuel's chapter 18, verse 10. So, you can have both good and evil Yahweh. In Genesis chapter 4, verse 1, it was an evil Yahweh that impregnated Eve to birth Cain. Hebrew Strong's number 7014, from Hebrew Strong's number 7067, jealous, in these Canaan or Canaanites, Kenites, are now saying officials drink blood, eat human flesh, shapeshift into reptilians and seek adrenaline to drink, as the Greys do. It is all coming out, it takes place at the Bohemian Grove each year, July 16th. Pa-Nabab Yaa-Nun is the real thing. Notice on March 10th, 20th 20 AD, that the World Health Organization established the virus as a world pandemic that was on our holiday, the Blessed and Holy Mother's Day. And it's clear in Revelations 18:8, therefore, shall her, America's plagues, virus come in one day, March 10th, 20th 20 AD. Death and mourning and famine. People dropping dead from the virus, families crying over deaths of family members, empty shops and bad weather, and the crops dying. For farmers and people can't move about to get or buy or sell food. Sufferings, and she America shall be utterly burned. The fire is unlike ever before in America. With fire, because strong is the Lord God, Hebrew number 35:19. You have to know languages to see this. Hebrew Strong's number 3519 is from Hebrew Strong's number 3513, kabod, to be heavy, as in a bad sense, burdensome, severe. And notice this choice of root Hebrew, Chaldea letters, KBD, in English, it's CVD, or COVID. It's our master teacher's job to teach things that others don't know or see an example. Look on TV, the History Channel. They keep saying that the only problem with the UFOs is they are too far from Earth, and it would take much too long to get from there to here. Think of how Christians and Muslims feel about this actual fact. Two Europeans, look this up, in 1953 AD, these two guys, Dr. Francis H.C. Crick, and Dr. James D. Watson deciphered the genome, deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. They uncovered the human having 24,000 in a double helix. Hebrew Strong number 1752-53, Dower, in Hebrew, gyrate, and in Arabic Duer, gyrate, in molecular biology. And what did this prove? The fact that all people on Earth did not come from one person, Adam. In fact, there are three separate, not related genetically at all. The first, Africans, Homo naledi and Homo habilis. The second, Asians, Homo denisovan and Homo florensis. The third, Europeans, Homo cro-magnon and Homo neanderthals, who were only related because the Europeans came down out of Europe and raped Denisovan and Homo habilis through race mixing, and now there are subgroups the world over. Yet the very fact that chromosomes, DNA, does not lie, means those who believe the Bible and Quran story of Adam, the first man, and all others came from him is wrong. The Adam and Eve story is not true, and both Christians and Muslims claim that was in the year 4000 BC, and no one was on Earth before that. That is now proven to be not true. Pa-Nabab Yaa-Nun has warned the virus is for adamites. It originated in France, not China, yet spread so fast, because our people work with them, under them and hang with them. They told people the Delta variant virus was spreading, then said go to Central Park on August 21st for a We Love New York City concert. Why? To spread it amongst New Yorkers, as it spread in the South with the good old voice. Do you see them asking the KKK, are you all taking vaccines? Or Nation of Islam, or Jehovah Witness, or Hebrew Israelites, or Rastafarians, or Seventh-day Adventists, or skinheads, or Nazi parties, or others who claim they don't trust the system? Why don't you see on TV them asking in public, are your followers taking the shot? They don't ask bikers or gangs. You see and notice this modernity was given to Euro people. They made people remove masks to make money. Johnson & Johnson was sent to people of color in India, Pfizer was sent to people in Africa. They know what would happen. Who did this? Leviticus chapter 14, verse 33 through 34, what do you end up with? Delta virus. Leviticus chapter 14, verse 33, and the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron saying, when ye become unto the land of Canaan, which I give to you for possession, and I put the plague of leprosy in a house of the land of your possession. You see the game?